Yeah, no, he's in the dressing room actually. He got in there surprisingly short time.
So, Craig, what's your thoughts on the game and the way the guys handled it today?
Obviously, we got off to a good start, and especially with the footy, I thought our especially Jess and Nelson, done a set a real good platform for us in the first half, and probably our defence wasn't quite where we wanted it to be quite honest. So that was one thing we wanted to improve on, but we just wanted to sort of maintain our intensity with the ball. And second half, we didn't. I think we completed one in our first four, so that sort of put us on the back foot, and we paid for a couple of, I suppose, pushing the ball a little bit, and the two tries were seemed to be quite easy. That was the worrying sort of thing for me, how they didn't seem to have to work too hard to get those two tries in the second half. But the thing I'm sort of most happy with is how we steadied the ship after that. Like, we were sort of definitely rocking there, and Cronulla had certainly the best of play, and but to our credit, we steadied the ship, and then just got back into doing what works for us, and come away with it at the end. Obviously, the Sharks had a few injuries which didn't help their cause, but like I say, I was the most thing I was really happy with is how we steadied that ship, and then just got back into doing what we know works for us, and then got away with the win.
Was it really good?
You're relieved that it's over? The 400?
Yeah, it's been, I wouldn't say it's relieved, as I said during the week, I think Ryan Pappenhausen was, interviewed early in the week, and he thought there was going to be a lot of pressure, but, all he felt was excitement, which I think that was most of it, but I think the thing that added to it was probably, with Origin, and we had 6 in Origin, and, they obviously weren't here for the major part of the preparation, but also the other guys, whether they were going to play or they weren't going to play, so there was a bit of, are we going to play in this? Everyone, was really keen to play, and I knew the Origin guys would be keen to play in it, so it was a different preparation, but I'd say, I wouldn't say I'm glad it's over. I think, it's been a really good week to be part of, and, all those guys in there can say that, they play with Cameron Smith tonight. He played 400 games. That'll be something they'll be able to live with for the rest of their lives.
Did you take a bit of extra joy out of the way the young guys stepped up tonight? Because Brodie, Brandon, those guys were among your best guys. And
yeah, certainly. I thought, as I said, I thought, the two front rows really laid the platform for us, and, I thought, Kenny was good, even Justin, I think that was his probably 6th or 7th first grade game, and he was outstanding out there tonight. So, those younger guys really stepped up, and, Brodie scored that try that, when we were rocking and rolling, he got the first try there, and then Brandon come up with a couple. So, they all done a really good job for us, and, that all, goes well for the future.
Did Jesse surprise you to have so many metres after he'd been in his sick bed for quite a bit of the week?
Yeah. I wouldn't say it surprised me. I just know the quality of that guy, and, he has been a little bit off health-wise, since the Kiwi game. I'm not quite sure he was a bit sick before he went in there or come out of that, but, he didn't train all week. He trained yesterday, so he wasn't here at all. So that's how crook he was early in the week. So it doesn't surprise me. He's one tough unit, and he's one proud unit, and he was especially keen to play in this game. And but it was one hell of an effort to get out of his bed and a sick bed and play like he did tonight.
With heading to next week, we give a few of the guys some extra rest with the Sunday game to come.
Yeah, we'll look at more so the Origin guys, and what we think they need mostly, I suppose, but also what suits us, or what we think suits us. Whether that's a week off training, or a week, a game off, or whatever fits. And some of our rep players are probably a little bit, not the Origin players, but the guys that played the rep weekend with, like the Kiwis and the Samoans, Tongans, Papua New Guinean. So and Sully, played for Fiji as well. So we need to check on those guys as well. But certainly we'll, the guys that played Origin, especially the guys that played the 3 games, they'll be getting the rest somewhere.
Is everyone okay after tonight? You look like you had any injuries.
Yeah, I think so. As far as I know, I think Crofty looked like he hurt his shoulder there at one stage, and then I think Yuzi wasn't quite 100%. That last 10 minutes of the game, so that's why we replaced him. So, but I don't think there's anything there that if we wanted to play next week, or they selected to play, or whatever it is, I don't think there's anything there that's going to stop anyone playing.
You think Welshie's okay? Like.
Yeah, he went into the game. I was a little bit wary of Christian playing, to be quite honest. It was his first Origin, so that's a huge emotional boost for him. And I suppose the disappointment of being in the Queensland side that lost how they lost, I wasn't quite sure what his emotional state would be. So out of all of them, I was probably more looking to give him a rest this week, but he was adamant that he was going to play. He hurt his shoulder a little bit in Origin, but the medical staff sort of basically cleared him and said, he'll be okay to play if you want him to play. So, as I said, he really wanted to play. So, so we went that way. I think he pulled up okay. We just put him back there at the end. So, so I think he's going to be okay.
Lean and report. You don't think there's much in that.
No, well, not the bit I seen. I think I've seen it once or twice, but I didn't think there was too much in it at all. I know they're big on that at the moment, but I don't think it was too late, and I don't think it was high by any means. The bit I seen, I couldn't see anything high about it. So, but having said that, we'll see what happens tomorrow and go from there.
You mentioned the players in the sheds would be proud to have played in Cameron Smith's game. What does it mean for you now that you're through it, and how do you look back on it?
Yeah, again, it's. I think I've said a few times, a bit surreal for me. Sort of been around a while now, and been around the game a while, and to see the players that I've seen in my how many years I think I started in the NRL at Canberra in '82, so, and I've been involved in the Raiders, the Broncos, or the Storm every year of that. So I've never seen a player like him, and for me, as I said tonight, I think not only is he an icon of our sport now, he's an icon of Australian sport, and to be the first guy to do that. But the thing that really, I think he's the best player I've ever seen, is just his high consistency of his quality performances. It's hard to remember a bad game. I was still talking to Matt Guy and Dallas Johnson before the game, and I think Matt Guy come up with one where he might have had a little bit of a shocker one year, but I can't remember that. But like as I said, his quality of performance for such a long period of time, and his ability to play for so long without having too many injuries, and missing too many games, is quite phenomenal, and I've never seen anything like that, which, I don't think there probably has been someone that, has been a bit like that, but I haven't seen it. And, as I said, I've had, I had childhood heroes, when I was a kid, and I've really admired other players as I've you know, come through the playing ranks and then, you know, coaching ranks and whatever. But I honestly can say I've never seen anyone to match what he's done, the quality for so long. That's, for me, that's unbelievable. And for me to be his coach for 398 of those 400 games is quite surreal. And sometimes, you know, I pinch myself and realise how lucky I've been.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.